Hello everyone, welcome to our channel, Comments and TJ Answers. I hope you are all doing well. In this new week, we are going to prepare for the comments section, search for hidden gems. We are in the week of August 26th to September 1st, during which we will analyze Psalm 78. Let's get started. The first question is, why is manna referred to as the grain of heaven and the bread of the mighty? Before answering the question, let's read the biblical text. Psalm 78, 24, 25, it says, He rained down manna for the people to eat, He gave them the grain of heaven. Human beings ate the bread of angels, He sent them all the food they could eat. Very well, so the answer to the question is, manna is described as the grain of heaven and the very bread of angels to highlight its heavenly and divine origin. These expressions remind us that manna was not just ordinary food, but a miraculous provision that Jehovah sent directly from the heavens to sustain His people in the wilderness. By calling it the bread of the mighty, it suggests that although it was consumed by humans, it came from God Himself, who may have used angels to deliver it. Additional comments. The fact that Jehovah provided manna directly from heaven teaches us that we can always trust that He will provide what we need, even in difficult or challenging circumstances. Although the Israelites were in a barren desert, Jehovah not only gave them what they needed but did so in a miraculous and consistent way. This encourages us to fully trust that Jehovah can also take care of our daily needs, even when we do not see an immediate solution. The provision of manna also teaches us the importance of obedience to Jehovah's instructions. The Israelites were given specific instructions on how to collect and consume the manna, and those who obeyed were blessed with sufficient food. This reminds us that following Jehovah's guidance, even when we don't understand all the details, always results in blessings and loving care from Him. Let's move on to the next question. What spiritual gems have you found about Jehovah, the ministry, and other topics in this week's Bible reading? Psalm 78, 4, it says, We will not hide them from their descendants, we will tell the next generation the praiseworthy deeds of the Lord, His power, and the wonders He has done. Very well, so the comment is, this verse makes me think about the responsibility we have as parents and congregation members to teach our children and the youth about Jehovah. It's not only important that they know the Bible stories but also understand how these actions show Jehovah's justice and love. We must be diligent in sharing these truths so that the next generation can place their trust in Jehovah. Let's move on to the next comment. Psalm 78, 7, it says, Then they would put their trust in God and would not forget His deeds but would keep His commands. Very well, so the comment is, verse 7 reminds me that trust in Jehovah is not automatic, it requires effort on our part. We must constantly remember the blessings and help we have received from Him. This encourages me to be more grateful and to always keep in mind the ways Jehovah has shown His love for me, especially in difficult times. Let's move on to the next comment. Psalm 78, 11, it says, They forgot what He had done, the wonders He had shown them. Very well, so the comment is, This verse says they forgot the works of God and the wonders He had shown them. When I think about what it means to forget Jehovah's works, I realize it can happen when we don't meditate on what He has done for us. To avoid this, I try to make a habit of reflecting daily on the ways Jehovah has guided and helped me in my life. Let's move on to the next comment. Psalm 78:32, it says, "In spite of all this, they kept on sinning, in spite of His wonders, they did not believe." Very well, so the comment is, although they saw many wonders, the Israelites continued to sin and did not trust God's promises. This makes me reflect on the importance of having strong and active faith. It's not enough to see or experience Jehovah's blessings, we need to make a conscious effort to strengthen our relationship with Him and trust in His promises, no matter the circumstances. Let's move on to the next comment. Psalm 78:38, it says, "Yet He was merciful, He forgave their iniquities and did not destroy them." Time after time He restrained His anger and did not stir up His full wrath. Very well, so the comment is, this verse touches my heart because it shows Jehovah's great mercy. Despite His people's rebellion, He was willing to forgive them. It reminds me that Jehovah is truly compassionate and is willing to forgive our mistakes if we sincerely repent. This encourages me to trust in His mercy and strive to maintain a close relationship with Him. Let's move on to the next comment. Psalm 78:72, it says, "And David shepherded them with integrity of heart, with skillful hands He led them." Very well, so the comment is, this verse describes how David shepherded his people with integrity of heart and skillful hands. It reminds me that Jehovah values not only what we do but also the motivation and integrity with which we do it. David was not only a capable leader but also had a heart full of love and loyalty toward Jehovah and His people. This motivates me to serve others in the congregation with sincerity and strive to develop skills that make me more useful in Jehovah's service. Well, that was the analysis of comments and answers for this week's Hidden Gems. I hope it is of great help to you, my dear brothers and sisters. I send you a big hug, and may Jehovah bless and protect you always.